Hello, my name is Anuska Taylor and welcome to this week's video, which is actually not a normal video, quote unquote. This is an invitation to you to join me for a free webinar I'm running next Friday, 29th of July on YouTube. And it's going to be a private webinar, which means it's not going to be publicly available on my channel. And if you'd like to take part, which you're very welcome to do, you will need to sign up to get the link to the webinar. But if you cannot make it live, that's not a problem either, because I will be sending the replay to anyone that signs up. But if you can make it live, then I will be able to answer your questions. So I was going to do this as a public video like I normally do, but I thought there was so much in this topic that I wanted to be able to go deeper and also be able to answer your specific questions. So I'm going to be talking about public speaking, why it brings up so much anxiety and fear for people, and also, more importantly, I suppose from my perspective, what impact that then has on our voice and how we can really hold our voice back when we are anxious about speaking, when we don't really want to be heard or seen. And I'm going to be talking about some of the common ways that our voice can really be hindered and held back. Now, you might not be aware of the cause of what's creating the limitations in your voice, but you might be aware, for example, that your voice is quiet or weak, or it gets really tired, or it's very raspy, or you run out of breath, you mumble, or you speak too fast. So all of these ways we can kind of hold our voice back and hold ourselves back from really speaking with greater impact and greater confidence. So I'm going to be talking about this from two perspectives, one with both of my kind of different hats that I wear. So one from the sort of vocal technique and the sort of vocal function perspective, and some very sort of practical ways you can begin to free your voice. But also I'm going to be talking about it with my Jungian coach hat on. So looking at this from a sort of Jungian psychology perspective and how our mind really drives our voice and how we can begin to free ourselves as well. So from both sides of the fence, which is so important. So if you're interested, it's going to be a week today, Friday, 29th of July on YouTube. But as I said, it's going to be a private link, so you won't be able to find it through my channel. You do have to sign up. It's open to anyone that's interested in learning more about their voice. It's going to be at midday UK time, which I worked out a couple of time zones, but don't quote me on this if I've got these slightly wrong, but I don't think I have. So Australian Eastern Standard Time is 9 p.m. next Friday, and Eastern Standard Time in the US is 7 a.m. But obviously I'm not going to go through every possible time zone, but there's 3 time zones. So hopefully you can join me live, but as I say, if you can't join me live, it's not a problem. You will get the replay, and you can always send me questions in advance as well if you would like me to answer any specific questions around this topic. So if you're interested, I'd love to have you there, and all you need to do is sign up, and I'm going to put the link in the description box below, and then you will be sent a link the day before to join the webinar. And as I say, then you can ask me questions if you can't make it live, or you can ask me questions in the moment in the webinar. But I'm going to be sharing a lot of knowledge and hopefully give you a lot more insight into your voice if you're someone that feels like your voice is held back when you speak in public, which I think is very, very common for many people. So I'd love to see you there. Please join me, and I'll put the link below. Any questions or comments, please post below as well, and I can answer those questions too. But until then, I will see you next Friday.